What's going on, guys? All right, we have another week of Dandadan, and here's the thing about this specific episode. This is episode number 11, and we have one episode left. And if right now we go to our trusty, dusty, musty, let's just go over to Google or whatever, right? Let's go over there together. And right now, also there, if you guys are doing Pokemon, there's a 5-star raid in 7 days. Shiny Rayquaza, So Dawn, season 2. Okay. Look at this right now. According to unconfirmed work, let's see. So when can we get season 2? Here's when to expect it. Blah, but basically they're saying nothing, right? It's reportedly on the way. It has not been officially announced. Recent reports indicate it's being prepared for release, maybe sometime in 2025. So we haven't got official news that Dandadan season 2 is on the way. Now that's where my commentary comes in here. Is for me, in a perfect world, we would not have gotten the introduction of a brand new character in the pink hair dude. I honestly don't know what his name. Gigi, I think is his name. I think his name's Gigi. Let me just double check here. Make sure I'm telling you guys the right thing. I think his name is Gigi. Jin. Oh, I guess his name is just Jin. But I think the grandma was calling him Gigi. But I'll go with Gigi. I'll go with that. I think it sounds right to me. In a perfect world, I would have waited to introduce another new character. Because you have to remember, we just got Ira, the pink-haired girl. We just got her introduced, I think like 2 episodes ago. We got her, right? We got her introduction. And then we got her ghost story episode. Maybe it was 3 episodes ago now. But basically, it feels very recent that we just got this major addition to the story in Ira. And I feel like that hasn't been fully explored yet, right? We just got her initial episode of her being introduced. We got her with the acrobatic silky stuff. We got her new form. And then we got the one episode last week where there is the Okarun and Ira mishap that happened last week with the alien stuff, right? And then at the end of last week's episode, we got the introduction of this new character, but he's being introduced really at the tail end of episode 10, 11, and then now 12. And episode 12, we're going to go and head over to his house, his haunted house or whatever. And that's where we're going to end the season. In a perfect world, I kind of wish, and don't get me wrong, I understand they're probably following the source material. They're probably doing it pretty faithfully. It seems most folks are really happy with the adaptation. So my guess is that the manga this is kind of like where we are in the story, which again is perfectly fine. But in a perfect world, I kind of wish they waited to introduce one more character until the next season. Whether that be, like the rumors say, summer 2025 or whenever that ends up coming. Just because I kind of wish we'd close that chapter on Momo, on Ken, on Ira, on baby grandmama Seiko. I just kind of wish we kind of tighten that up a bit before we introduced one more character. Now, with all that being said, I think this Gigi character I actually like him quite a bit. I don't think he's competition for Okarun. I don't think he's competition for Ken. Like, he's manifesting this jealous idea. I think that he's just another fun, interesting, quirky character that's going to be part of the group. And even though, Grandma said, oh, that was her first crush or whatever, was it? Because in Momo's flashback, it kind of looks like he hated the guy. It kind of looks like he was just kind of around, and even he apologized for being a dick to her when they were younger and stuff. So it kind of seems like, was he her first crush? Like, were they that best friends? Like, we don't know the full story there, so I guess that'll get panned out. But it seems like Momo doesn't hate him or anything. It does seem like they're genuinely or generally close, but not like crazy close. So obviously, I think Okarun is manifesting this idea out of jealousy of who they are and stuff. And again, I love what it's introduced to the dynamic. I just think, in a perfect world, I wish there was a little bit more story, and then they introduce him at the beginning of season 2. But it sounds like, next episode, we're going to head to his haunted house, and we'll probably end off on a bang. This episode, though, was really good. I like Gigi's introduction into the school. I like his very weird animated self. I like that they introduced another I think he's like I don't even know what it was, like this, like a science, it looked like a science mannequin or something. But there was another enemy introduced this episode, which I thought was really cool. And you know, Ken and Momo and this Gigi character, he just hung on to Momo, so he didn't do anything. But they chased it down and stuff, and he has another one of Okarun's balls. And yeah, I think this episode was really fun. I laughed a bit. I like the dynamic between Seiko and between Gigi. I like how she keeps complimenting him as a really genius kid, and he just basically keeps rizzing her up a lot. He's like, yeah, she's like, yeah, I like that. You know what I mean? And I love when Momo calls her grandma. He's like, grandma? What the heck? What, grandma? Her? You know, I thought that was really fun as well too. So overall, this was a funny, interesting episode. I think my one piece of feedback or tidbit or, you know, anecdote was just because this is episode 11 out of 12 and we only have one left, it just kind of makes me go like, I wish we just had more Ira, and then let's transition into another new character at the beginning of next season. Not that they did this introduction bad, it's just, hey, I kind of want to flesh out a little more before we move on. But again, that's just maybe more feedback, like holistically, not necessarily the anime's fault. Again, if they are adapting it, you know, pretty one for one, or, you know, kind of where the story's at. So anyway, this was a 9 out of 10 episode. I loved it. Again, they nailed everything that they were going for. Dandadan has just been such a pleasure to watch all season. It's literally been one of the best anime all year. I definitely think when we look back at 2024, and maybe I'll do like a 2024 recap of some of my, maybe I'll do like my 10 or 5, maybe 5. 5 makes sense to have a little more, you know, stuff to say, but maybe I'll do like my 5 favorite anime of 2024. I definitely don't know if I think back the whole year, I don't quite know where this one would land, but I definitely think it would definitely be top 5. I just don't know exactly the number, maybe top 3 or something. I don't know, but this is definitely up there. Like Dandadan is definitely has been one of my guilty pleasures, kind of like, you know, really ones that have blown me away, and it's been consistent all season, which I love. So, all right, friends, I'm gonna see you guys next week for more Dandadan as we get to the last episode of the season. All right, I'll see you guys then. Peace.